All right, welcome to that Synth Show. We're back again, and we got some breaking news again today, or yesterday, but we're gonna cover it today. We got the Akai Professional MPC new release of their stems. I'm not an MPC guy, but this has got me very, very, very excited, so we'll talk about that. We also got Stylophone 2 weeks in a row coming out with the CPM DS2, this analog drone synthesizer. So with the Poor Man Synth Club, we love this kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's go with that Synth Show. All right, man. So it's exciting. It's Saturday. It's raining. We're having a good time. Man, I feel like I've been away forever, but it's only been a couple days. So we're going to go over some synthesizer news flashing we got going on. We got the Akai MPC stems. A lot of people use the MPCs for beat making, but me personally, I've been thinking about getting this thing as like a DAW controller for my whole synth setup. Tefty and Memes did a great video on that, showing you how to set up all your hardware synthesizers, that thing. But now with this stem situation, I'm thinking you could take a group like Gunship and Midnight and start mixing that up into your own kind of cool stuff. So we'll check that out. That's very cool. And Stylophone's coming out with this amazing new drone synthesizer, all analog, after last week's release of their Theremin. So that's cool. So let's jump on over to our regular setup here. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. This is Synth Samurai channel. Sunday, we're going to be doing our Behringer Wasp giveaway. We demoed that. Check out the video. You've still got time. You got a day left to enter the raffle. Giving it away for free. Thank you to the Samurais for tuning in, for having a great year, and that'll be raffled off. So let's jump over here real quick. Now, let's check out the Stylophone video, because I'd like to see the intro, go through it. CPM DS2. Analog drone. So this is coming in real cheap. So, you know what, the Samurais, we love the poor man synths. We're not professional multi-billionaire musicians. We're just people in our bedrooms, garages, sheds, basements, or mini studios making music. So this is the kind of thing that excites us, especially if you're into this ambient style stuff, which I am. Analog filters. Vintage delay. So, I mean, this is full of analog. This got vintage delay. It's got the algorithms for reverb. It's got lots of effects built in. But the cool thing is, this is an analog machine. You know, it's got the chips. It's got the filter. You know how we feel about the built-in speaker, but a lot of the Samurais like the built-in speaker for taking it on the road. We all got jobs, so we might hit the hotel and we might have to, like, you know, prop up on the bed and just make a jam. So when we get back to the studio, we can lay it down. Deep. All right, let's pause up. Eurorack patch points, Ultra LFO, dual wave selectors, analog oscillators, stereo outputs, mixer section, delayed. I mean, this is, and okay, so let's play this. This is coming in at well, bam, that's the kind of price we like for us Americans and Canadians, $259. Canadians, I mean, I don't know if that money's even worth anything anymore. $259 American. We got 239 euros and we got 209 pounds. That's a poor man synth certified. So we're going to say, is the Samurai getting this one? You know, I say I'm getting everything. So it's always a surprise what I end up getting. But as far as I'm concerned, this synthesizer and that Theremin last week is a super hit. Let's jump over and check out Synth Anatomy's site here and see. Let's put on some music so we can relax. All right. Stylophone CPM DS2. One thing I'll say right off the bat, and if you're listening to me, Stylophone, that name absolutely sucks, okay? I want to be able to say Stylophone, the name of your synth, and remember it instantly. The CPM DS2, that name is, maybe you'll explain it down here, but I don't know. I don't like that name at all. Anyways, last week, British company Dubrek surprised us with the Theremin. Yes, they did. Now we got the drone machine. It's a pretty looking little box. I like it. CPM 5 patchable sections, ultra LFOs. It's got the 3340 based analog oscillators. It's got the 3320 based filter. So this is an analog little beast we got here, you know? Then each drone has the filters, LFO modulations. Let's just get a little pretty look at. Oh, we don't want to look at her. We have no time for her. What we say? Never Nikki. No, thank you. Vintage effects. Okay, it's got a vintage delay. It's got the vintage reverb, 8 vintage algorithms for the reverb. Very, very cool. And we just watched the video. And like we said, the price coming in at $259. You can't go wrong for that. Poor man certified. We love it. Now, I'm just starting to get into this Stylophone company. So if we jump over and we look at this real quick, let's check a little Stylophone jam. They got some shorts here, and I checked this out on the Stylophone's website. See what we can do with this thing. Let's go over here, Stylophone, click the shorts, and we got this here. So let's check this out. So these are cheap little synthesizers, man, but check out what this cat does. Putting it through a tape delay. All right. You get the idea. That's super cool. So for those two little things, Poor Man Synth Show, we like this kind of stuff. When you can pick up very cheap things that can sound very amazing like that. Now, also, if we jump over here, we got Tiger Arcade, all right? Tiger Arcade did a video right here. This is his site. Go check him out. I'd say he's my boy, but he's not yet. But I'd love to do a little show with Tiger Arcade. If any of you samurais want to go over to Tiger Arcade's channel and say, hey, man, why don't you and Samurai hook up and have a little chat? Then that'd be cool, too. So he's got a great channel, and he did a video over here called Which Stylophone is Right for You, all right? He covers this one. I'll get past the ad here. Anyway, hold on. I got to get YouTube Premium, but we'll get past the ad. But anyways, his channel, he covers lots of cool stuff. He puts videos up every week, 2 weeks, you know, once a month sometimes, every 2 weeks. So he's a poster, and he's got great content. I love him. He's got a new haircut. That's cool, too. So let's see if this ad's finished up real quick. All right.
To help you know.
He's got this one, which is the Stylophone S1.
Cool little guides.
He's got the Stylophone Gen X 1. Very cool. And he's got the Stylophone Beat. All right, so I'll throw that down in the video. You go check it out. He's a Stylophone guy. He seems to like them. And if you want to know which one is for you, he's going to have to do a new video on the Theremin now. And this what's it called? What is it called? What is the name of this thing? CPM DS2. All right, we'll call that the Spam Dizzy 2. The Spam Dizzy 2. Stylophone Spam Dizzy 2. All right. Now, we'll jump over here real quick. Here's the two new products they got coming out. The Themin and the Spam Dizzy 2. And if we go look at their product section, these products are cheap. Cheap as chips. $34 for that thing. $39. So they're upping their game. It seems like they're really upping their game here, releasing like $100 product. Now they're releasing $230 product. So people seem to like it. They got a little bit of following now. So you can go pick their products up for dirt cheap. You can build a little synth setup, no problem. So we like Stylophone. We're into them. Tiger Arcade. Now let's jump over here. We got the next section. The Akai MPC stems. Now, like I was telling you, this is a beat-making machine, and I know a lot of the samurais might not think that this is in their price range, but if we jump over here, we got MPC, you can pick that up for $6.99. Now, this is like a dollar a box. We'll do a video on it later because I'm very interested. For $6.99, I can save up my 20, 30 bucks a week, and we can pick that up in a year, no problem, and add it to the setup. So the MPC one for $699 is epic. Let's check out our video here.
Hi there, this is Andy Mack from Akai Pro, and I'm excited to announce that we've now added stem separation
Love the gray
to the iconic MPC workflow.
If you don't know what a stem is when you take a song and you break it up into vocals, bass, drums, you know, that kind of thing, and you split it apart.
Opening up new boundaries, bringing us into a new era of sampling. Take any vinyl record, any sample, and extract the stems, giving you drums, bass, music, and vocals.
So the cool thing about this is before, when you're doing your sampling stuff, you'd sample the vinyl, and then you'd have to chop it in a spot just to get that drum sound, or just to get the bass, and then you sample it through your MPC. Now what it does is it takes the whole track, and through, I don't know, the technology, we'll check it out in a second, but through the technology, it splits it all up for you. So then you can just sample the drums, you can sample the bass, you can sample the synth. So when I think about a band like the Midnight, I can take the Midnight song, Come Back Kid, throw that in there, jack out the stems, and then I can remix the song Come Back Kid by the Midnight, which is one of my favorite songs, because my nickname is also the Kid.
Incredible sound quality inside the iconic MPC workflow. Now let's take a closer look.
Let's go, real quick.
Stem separation works inside MPC. Now the first thing we need to start with is a sample. Now I've got like a real classic sounding sample here.
Turn the lights down low.
Now the great thing about this sample,
I may play that song tonight for my lady.
it has all of the elements that we need, which is drums, bass, vocals, and a melodic, and it has that classic sounding feel to it. So we might want to take out the vocal, the bass, or the drums, and this is where MPC Stems really does enhance your workflow. So let's use our start and end points to find the part of the sample that we actually want to stem out. So I'm going to use this section. Now we go to Process, and we navigate all the way to Create Stems. Here, you'll see our 4 stem options.
As you can see, a little bit of menu diving, but we ain't no strangers to diving through menus.
That you
Sometimes it takes me an hour to pick out a meal at a restaurant, so.
can turn on and off. So if you don't want to stem out the drums, you can just simply turn that part off.
High tech.
And then it won't be included.
Huge.
So we'll turn that on because we want all 4 parts.
Mike made me buy it.
We can also set up our assignment to our pad, which will send the stems to that location. And we keep trim on, which is using our start and end points. So press do it. And then what it's doing now is processing the stems for us, which takes a few seconds. And then once that's completed, we'll navigate over to our main menu. And now let's play our.
All right, this is kind of an in-depth video. I wish our boy here, I can't remember his name, I wish he'd put it a real quick shot one.
Stems.
Just wham, bam, 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 step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, man, and you figure out the rest. All right, so.
Now in Program Edit is where we can control our 4 stem layers. Take out the bass, drums,
Ooh, yeah.
vocal, bring it back, take out the music.
So this is awesome, man. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I think we're not going to watch the whole thing, but maybe I'll jump ahead a little bit and we can see what he's actually got going. Let's jump ahead here.
Single sample and just removed everything just down to the DNA of just the vocal and the music. So now let's record this.
All right, so we got stems broke up. Got it pitched up.
Now let's go to a drum track.
All right, add the drums. I mean, you want to talk about making music. This Akai MPC, look how quick he's throwing this track together. Now with these new stems.
These are some of Marco Polo's drum sounds from Pad Thai and Boom Bap Essentials. And we just finished off, added a few extra hats and snares. go to another track, and now let's add a bass line. Now we'll use 16 levels. Now that's really in the pocket.
That's in the pocket is right, my friend.
So there's our track done.
Just made a track instantly. And you know what else is in my pocket? It's going to have to be some money for me to afford this beautiful thing. So that one he's playing on there is $1,300, pricey. But the $699, and I watched a video yesterday of a guy, he said basically these two things are exactly the same. Only difference is that black one there's got a built-in speaker. And he said the workflow is actually a little more complicated. It's not right at your fingertips. So the MPC one, I think I might pick that up. I'm going to save up and get that. And now with this new stem thing, I don't see a lot of people in the synthesizer realm jumping into chopping up synthesizer tracks. I see them doing it with hip hop and old school stuff, R&B and all that kind of thing, but I don't see a lot of people doing that with the Midnight or Gunship and kind of mixing the two worlds of chopping up beats, chopping up synthesizer tracks. Like imagine taking this song, throwing it in the Akai, separating the stems, and then you chop it up like he just did with that song. I think that's next level. If anybody's doing it out there, send me a video of it and we'll go through it. But anyways, that's the Akai MPC stems overview. That's the Stylophone, what do we call it? The CPM DS2. Please change the name or someone tell me what that stands for. Computer postulated modulation of deep synthesis 2. That's what we'll call it. But that name is absolutely, it's not good, all right? I'm not going to get any further, but that name is not good because I can't instantly remember it. Call it something better. You should have called it the Stylophone Black Widow, the Stylophone Black Widow, or the Stylophone Vader, or the Stylophone Darkness. Call it something that I can remember. So get your marketing department together over there in Britain, all my brothers, and tell them to start naming their synthesizer something a little less like a BMW car. All right? So that's that Synth Show. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget we got the Behringer Wasp raffle tomorrow night. I got a new green screen my missus bought me for her birthday, so maybe I'll set up a bingo hall theme behind me or something. It'll be cool. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. That's that Synth Show. And maybe we'll be back later because some people said, Samurai, you going to be making some more jams and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I just rejiggered my whole setup. I don't like how it's all MIDI sequenced, so I got to rejigger it again now. You guys know the plight of pulling out MIDI cables and putting them back in. And, you know, when you got a good thing going, my advice to everybody is don't mess with it. But sometimes when you mess with it, you get some creative inspiration. So we'll do that. Anyways, that's that Synth Show. I had a great time with you guys today. Enjoy your Saturday night. Ciao, ciao.